Plastic getting a new lease of life as waste is refined and turned into small pellets. They're packed in this factory in the southern state of Johor and sold to manufacturers. The plastic is then turned into other goods, anything from piping to home appliances. Sia Kian Ho has spent his life in the recycling industry, helping out with his parents' business before building his own plastics factory.
There's so much, valuable stuff that's packed into it. And the minute you understand that, you will create so much high-value material that comes out from that. Once you see that as a potential, you approach it totally differently. You think about how am I going to extract that, what resources am I going to put into that. And once you shift that mindset, that plastic pollution problem, it disappears by itself.
Sia's company has increased the volume of waste it handles already this year by 28%. Developed countries have been looking for alternatives since China's ban on plastic waste imports took effect at the start of this year. The UK, for example, has now tripled its export of plastic waste to Malaysia. Some recycling companies here use a combination of local and imported waste, but it's the imported waste that's considered the better quality.
Recyclables should be segregated at source, but often they're not divided up properly and become contaminated, which means someone then has to do the sorting out and the cleaning.
There were some concerns that China's ban would flood Malaysia with more waste than it could handle, and the government initially stopped issuing import permits, but it was only temporary.
A recycler or an importer have to declare how much they are importing, their capacity, where they are importing from, the source, and etc. So this gives a clearer picture so that Malaysia do not become a dumping ground.
Sia says countries need to start looking at the whole issue from a different perspective. His factory turns plastic scraps into industrial material, as well as fuel to power machines, proving that plastic waste shouldn't always be regarded as a problem. Florence Louis, Al Jazeera, Kuala Lumpur.